So I just finished reading The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. She developed what she calls the Kondomari method of tidying up. And basically what it is most people think that they want to get their house in order and their life in order, and they start cleaning little things every day, and they make steady progress, and that does not work. So what she suggests is one big purge of everything that you don't need, starting, she goes by categories rather than by rooms. So most people might be like, oh, let me do the kitchen every Monday, and then the bathroom every Thursday. But what she says is to go by category. Um, because when it comes to things like the bedroom, you're going to have a closet with clothes, and you're going to get all your clothes organized, and then you're going to do, say, like a mudroom or an entryway, and you're going to find jackets, and it just gets all confusing when you have different items in different places. You want to have all of the same type of item categorized in one place in the house. This was the one thing I don't completely agree with, because this goes against the Toyota production system, which basically says that everything, whenever there's a question, the answer should be where the question is asked. So when you're about to walk out the door, the Toyota production system would be like, you're asking for your shoes when you walk out the door, so the answer should be right there. Your shoes should be right out the door. Her argument is that your house is much smaller than like a factory or something, so what you should do is keep all your shoes in your closet, in your room, because it's going to take you 10 seconds to walk there, and you're going to avoid all this clutter in your life. So my favorite part of the book was how she thinks about items and objects. I think that she kind of does this because her clients are kind of like hoarders, and they don't really want to let go of stuff. They feel guilty for wasting things. So what she says is everything has a life. Like every item you treat as a person. She says when she walks into her house, she takes off her shoes. She thanks her shoes. Like, thank you, shoes, for the hard work you've taken. It's kind of like a old Disney cartoon where like Mickey's walking around and like the sun's smiling, and he's like, hey, what's up, son? What's up, son? And then he's like sees a car, and he's like, hey, car. And basically that's her life within her house. She walks in, she's like, hey, house, thank you, shoes. She puts down her purse in her closet. She's like, thank you for the stuff you have carried for me. And that's how she thinks about like every different item. And even when she's helping other people to clean out their houses, she tells them to hold each item in their hand and like thank it. If it doesn't bring them happiness right now, she says, thank that item for what it's done for your life. Thank you for bringing me joy, and then send it off. She kind of believes in reincarnation through items. So say you buy a shirt, you never use it, you're going to feel guilty for, throwing it away or donating it, whatever. I don't know why people feel so guilty for donating, but they do. So she says, once you donate it and thank it, it goes on and it somehow reincarnates into another part of your life. So it may come back in the form of you seeing a new shirt at a store. It also may come back in the form of like a new friend or something. Like it could come back in any way, and basically that's just like her way of explaining just how like it simplifies your life and allows you to do new things. She actually thinks about it as in it's reincarnated into this new awesome thing. So that was definitely my favorite part of the book. I think that's really awesome to have respect for items. Like people just like walk in their house and throw their coat on the ground and then it gets ruined. She says like put your coat nicely on a hanger and like thank it and give it a rest, she says. Like it's been working so hard for you. She talks about how items are like not really slaves, but like their only purpose is to serve you, and they never complain, and you're just like so mean to them, and you should really, really treat them with respect and really take care of everything that you own.